Look, I suppose we don't have a particular figure or target as such. Roughly 100,000 Ukrainians have come to Ireland. About 20,000 of those have left. About 80,000 are still here. And we've been able to provide them with accommodation, education, healthcare, in many cases employment too. And I think in 10 or 20 years' time, we'll look back on this and be very proud of what we've done as a country in welcoming so many people who've been fleeing war in Ukraine. We have brought what we offer more into line with what's done in other Western European countries for reasons we've explained in the past. And for that reason, we would expect to see a certain reduction in the number of people coming to Ireland from Ukraine, but it's impossible to predict how many that will be. And of course, a lot will depend not on what happens here, but also what happens in Ukraine. And one of the big fears we have is that President Putin will use the cold weather and this cold winter period to target civilian infrastructure, to target the power stations, because he is using migration as a weapon in this war, as well as energy, as well as food. And we need to not lose sight of that bigger picture here.
Disappointed if the numbers didn't fall?
Well, what I'm saying is it depends on the circumstances. It's our expectation that because we've brought what we offer more into line with what's the case in other Western European countries, that the numbers coming in will fall. But it's not just about that. Let's not forget why people are here. They're fleeing a really brutal war in Ukraine. When we surveyed them and asked them why they come to Ireland, they list two main reasons: English speaking and very far away from Russia. Neither of those things are going to change. What I hope will change is the course of the war in Ukraine, so that Ukraine can be successful in the war, and the war will come to an end, and then we can start to talk to people here in Ukraine about the possibility of going home, but we're not at that point at this stage.